It is one of the most controversial debates in Pennsylvania. Should 3 Mile Island reopen?
U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright visited today to discuss the Trump administration's energy agenda. Sarah Wilson was there and joins us now live outside of TMI. Sarah.
Alicia, Valerie, good evening to you. Of course, this Nuclear One reactor is slated to open in the summer of 2027. Secretary Wright here saying and arguing that this is good for job growth. It's already created hundreds of jobs and will continue to. But nuclear watchdogs I spoke to say the risk is just not worth the reward.
The worst nuclear accident we had in the United States was right here,
where U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright stood Wednesday afternoon, 3 Mile Island, discussing Constellation's plan to restart the Nuclear One reactor as part of a purchase agreement with Constellation Energy and Microsoft.
This project is a poster child of the Trump administration's agenda,
which is why the feds loaned Pennsylvania $1 billion, part of the big beautiful bill to repower the 835 megawatt plant.
But this plant will be running at the end of this century. It'll have new electronics and new systems along the way, but it's just a foundational asset for our country.
And necessary, he argues, to lower electric prices and win the artificial intelligence race.
President Trump and Secretary Wright remind us of the most important thing, the difference between talking a good talk and walking a real walk.
But nuclear watchdogs like Eric Epstein want them to walk back.
You could have nuclear power operate well for a day, a week, a month, 100 years. All it takes is one weekend to alter the balance of society.
Not worth it, he argues.
Adding more waste to an island that has 700 tons of radioactive waste doesn't address the core problem.
And he says it's more than that. Pennsylvania is one of the country's largest energy producers, exporting about 30% of its power to other states.
We should put Pennsylvania first. All right, we should not be subsidizing data centers in the Midwest.
There are nuclear watchdogs who say that this is not necessary. I asked Secretary Wright about that.
So more electricity in Pennsylvania is good for Pennsylvanians, it's good for the surrounding region, but absolutely we want trade and energy flows across state boundaries and state borders.
Secretary Wright speaking just hours ago, he says this will be a gigawatt of additional energy for Microsoft to power its AI centers. Of course, this is all on the same grid that homes, businesses, schools, and hospitals in this region use. We're live outside TMI. Sarah Wilson, ABC 27 News.
Thank you, Sarah.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27, and we're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the homepage, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.